Hey guys, we're here today using a team built by the Flying Bird, aka James Black, who got 10th overall at Sydney Regionals. If you enjoy it and you want to see some more content like this, of course, like and subscribe and answer the comment question of the day. What's your favorite team that's won a regional so far? This is definitely one of my favorites personally, just because of the Dragapult feature, and I like it a little bit more than the one that won Fort Wayne Regionals. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below. And with that said, there's not going to be a builder today, but that should still be fine. Right now, we're taking on Infamous Paladin Balance with Tinglu and King Gambit as the two extra slots. As far as how I want to go about this, I feel like that Chien-Pao is a really strong lead matchup here. I could probably lead it off with Chien-Pao and Palafin. I think it should be a strong lead. I could also bring the Dragapult. I feel like Dragapult has pretty good time here. Really, the only actual checks would be kind of Flutter Mane, but not really, and then King Gambit's a decent check. And then I think I bring Iron Hands as mon number 4. And this should be good. I feel like it should be decent. Yeah, I could switch out Palafin right away into Iron Hands and then probably just go for like a Protect turn 1. If they go with Flutter Mane on lead, I might just go for like a Protect on Palafin and then go for like a Sucker Punch into Chien-Pao. Just avoid any shenaniganry. Though I guess I could also just go for a Sucker Punch and then switch into Iron Hands. It depends on what leads. I'm anticipating probably like some sort of Palafin Arcanine lead. I think it's probably the best. Yep, Palafin Flutter Mane. Okay. Palafin Flutter Mane is fine. I could definitely still switch in Iron Hands. Then yeah, that should work out well. And then I'll go for Sucker Punch into Flutter Mane. They're going to be Booster Energy. Okay, so perfect. So I should just KO the Flutter Mane, barring some sort. Oh, special attack. Okay. So then I actually have no reason not to go for an Ice Spinner here. And then we'll switch out into the Iron Hands here. I'm going to go for the Ice Spinner though, mostly just because of the fact this is Booster Energy special attack. So I should guarantee the special, I should guarantee the outpace here. Which means that there's no reason to go for Sucker Punch in case they went for like a Terra Fairy. Which, if they were Booster Speed, I would need to make that gamble. I don't need to make it though because of the fact that they're Booster Special Attack. They're going to attack drop me, that's fine. I am Life Orb, so I'm going to assume that I KO anyway. I'm kind of curious though. Let's see, so -1. We are Life Orb. Ooh, that doesn't KO actually. Okay, Ice Spinner actually can roll a KO. It's pretty favorable versus no bulk. This is special attack boosting though, so I'm gonna assume it can actually take the hit. But at the very least in the following turn, I can just go for a fake out into that spot, and I should be fine. Even still, I can still KO to be fair. No, that does nothing. What the fuck? Is this like a really defensive Flutter Mane? Like, I'm pretty sure this has to be like extremely defensive Flutter Mane, because that was like nearly a. That was like, what the fuck? Okay. So yeah, so it looks like this is like nearly bold Flutter Mane. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm bringing in Palafin here. Palafin should be strong. It can obviously just nuke the Arcanine, and then I'm pretty fine with that. I'll go for a fake out into. I think I'm gonna go for a fake out into the. How much do I need to do to Arcanine? Because I might just go for Jet Punch. Arcanine versus Palafin. Okay, so no Mystic Water. We will go for Terra Water. We'll go for Wave Crash. And we will go for Terra Water as well. Because Arcanine can unironically take that, which is kind of fucking wild. And then we'll go for Fake Out into this. And that should be good. Oh, you know what? That's Baby Palafin. I guess I didn't need to go for Terastal, but that's still fine. Palafin's probably my Terastal at this point anyway. Because if anything, going for the Terra on the Iron Hands only hurts me. They're going to bring in Palafin here. It's honestly not a big deal because I can just go for Jet Punch into Flutter Mane next turn and then proceed to go for a Thunder Punch, or a Wild Charge actually, into their Palafin. And that should be more than fine. And then, let's see, so they have Arcanine, Palafin, and Flutter Mane. That's not a huge deal actually. Even at -1 because of the Terra Water, we should nuke the Flutter Mane here. Yeah, even if, since this is like a really bulky Flutter Mane, we do have the Terra Water pop, this should still kill. With the -1, we should still kill. It's still insane. Like, this is a really fucking pissed off Flutter Mane. Because there's no way, like I did Calculator -1, I made sure I calculated -1. And there's no way that should have done so little damage anyway. Critical hit, okay. That's really good for me, but I'm pretty sure Wild Charge truthfully just KO'd anyway. Okay. So we're going to proceed to go for a Jet Punch into Flutter Mane, and then I'm going to go for a Wild Charge. Actually, I'm going to go for a Volt Switch into Palafin. Just in case they go for the Arcanine, I can just Volt Switch out on it and then go to Dragapult and just go for a Banded Dragon Darts. And Banded Dragon Darts should be really good here, so I'm pretty okay with that. I do think there's a high chance they go hard into Arcanine here. So being able to take advantage of that will be really good because Iron Hands will get weakened very quickly by it. Plus, that'll give me 2 really fast options, and without Flutter Mane, they don't really have one. So if they have Kingambit, they're kind of forced into it, which I can just switch out into Iron Hands at that point anyway. Okay. So I think they're going to let me have both their Pokemon, which is cool. Flutter Mane is now gone. That's perfect. That's a really big threat to Dragapult that's just out of the way now. I mean, it's not a huge threat to Dragapult. It's only a huge threat to Dragapult if I lost Palafin. Okay. And they're going to go for Wave Crash. That's fine. They didn't Terra anyway because they couldn't. They're going to kill Iron Hands though, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay. So at this point, I could probably just Jet Punch into the Arcanine when that comes in, and then go for the Dragon Darts. And I think that should be good. Yeah, they're gonna bring an Arcanine. Okay. I could also just Wave Crash. Wave Crash plus Dragon Dart should be fine. Even with the -1, Palafin should still do a ton to Arcanine. And then obviously Bandit Dragapult will do a ton of damage as well. Yeah, we're gonna go for a Wave Crash into Arcanine. And then I'll go for Dragon Darts this turn. Dragon Darts should be a ton. And if they go for Protect on either Mon, preferably on Palafin, truthfully, then we can just KO the Arcanine guaranteed. But even if they don't go for Protection on Palafin, I think we're still fine here. Because Dragapult should just massacre them. My biggest concern would be if that last Mon is Kingambit. I think anything else I can beat. Because Dragapult will just do too much damage, thankfully, because it can't get intimidated. But I am kind of curious. I'm definitely curious. I wonder... I'm going to assume they're going to try and go for Wisp in the Pult. Because the Pult is just that much of a threat to their endgame, barring Kingambit. If they have Kingambit in the pack, I think they're going to Wisp Palafin. But we'll have to see. We're going to see Arcanine withdraw here. Okay, that's fine. And they're going to bring in... What's their last one? They're going to bring in Kingambit. Okay. So Kingambit at least will be taking a ton of damage here. And this Smart Target from Dragapult just means that they're taking 2 Dragon Darts now. Which works out really well for me. Because I think that with the Wave Crash as well, we can put this thing in Jet Punch range even. Yeah, even with the -1, I think we could put this thing in Jet Punch range. Which works out really well for me because that means it can't Sucker Punch me successfully. Oh, okay, we got a crit. I'm curious about what the roll was on that. Versus like a max HP Kingambit. Let's see. Yeah, that might have actually, that probably would have put it in Jet Punch range, truthfully. They would have needed to switch into Arcanine yet again, which even still at that point, they would have probably lost both their other Mons, and I could have probably just dual targeted it again. So I think I still won that anyway without the crit. This just makes things quicker. Yeah, we'll go for a Wave Crash here, and then I'm gonna go for another Dragon Darts, and this should be game. Battle was canceled. Okay, perfect. Yeah, hacks definitely sped this up a little bit, but I don't think anything besides maybe the Palafin turn mattered a lot. And even still, I don't think it mattered a lot specifically because of Dragapult. But regardless, though, that was game number 1. We'll see you guys in game number 2, though. Peace out, guys. Okay, so moving on to game number 2, we're taking on a team consisting of Garchomp, Corviknight, Chi-Yu, Flutter Mane, Moongus, and Ting-Lu. Okay. So this is definitely a fairly interesting build. The Corviknight's probably Tailwind, probably like some sort of bulk up Tailwind set. Chi-Yu's probably going to be... I would assume that Chi-Yu on this team might be Specs, but it's probably going to be Scarfed. And I think they're going to lead off with like Chi-Yu, Flutter Mane, bring Ting-Lu in the back, and then probably... If I had to guess, probably... I feel like a Moongus is a really good last Mon here. I'm going to lead off with Chien-Pao Dragapult. I feel like Chien-Pao Dragapult is just my safest lead. We'll bring... do I want to bring Palafin? Yeah, I'm going to bring Palafin. We'll bring Palafin, and then I think I'm going to bring last Mon. I think the Pelipper's not terrible here. Pelipper could actually be really good. In fact, actually, I think I'm going to lead off with Palafin and Chien-Pao. I'll probably switch in Pelipper hard. And then I think that my last Mon will probably be... Is this how I want to go about it? I might actually just bench. I might just bench Chien-Pao altogether here. Which sounds kind of weird, but I think that Dragapult plus Iron Hands can realistically do its job. And then I just need to start going for Banded Dragon Dart spam, and that should be fine. I don't really think I need Chien-Pao this game, and I think that Iron Hands will at least be able to force an unfavorable Terra for Corviknight, which means that Dragapult just checks that too. But realistically, it always loses to one of Dragapult or Iron Hands. And that's pretty much how everything in this team goes. They both lose to the combination. Flutter Mane, Chi-Yu. Okay, perfect. So they do lead Flutter Mane, Chi-Yu. So the rain being up will help with weakening this. It might even make sure that I can kill the Chi-Yu altogether. Now with Palafin plus the rain against Flutter Mane, again, I might also be able to take out Flutter Mane here. We didn't see a booster pop though, so I don't know how confident I am in that. Terra Water, Jet Punch. Yeah, that's not gonna KO. Oh wait, that's not rain boosted. Ooh, that might actually KO. What about Chiyu? Chiyu's probably the one I'm more afraid of, truthfully. Even if this goes to like a Terra Water. Okay, so we'd have to go for like a Terra Water, essentially. I think I am going to go for a Jet Punch into Chiyu. They're probably going to... I feel like they're actually going to probably switch out here. I'm going to go for the Terra Water Jet Punch into Flutter Mane, actually. And then I'm going to go for a Wide Guard here on Pelipper. And that should protect against any sort of Dazzling thing that might be coming out this turn, which is kind of what I'm expecting. So they're going to switch, yep, into a Mungus. Okay. Mungus makes sense here. I kind of thought there was a chance they might go Corviknight just because I wasn't sure if they brought a Mungus to this matchup. It did look not bad, and it's great for stuff like the Iron Hands, for example. But at the same time, though, I figured there was a chance they might have brought Corviknight. So they brought a Mungus, Flutter Mane, Chiyu. I think the last one kind of has to be Tinglu then. Well, actually, does it? I think if they're going to go for Terra on Tinglu, it has to be Tinglu. Otherwise, it's probably going to be like a Garchomp, truthfully. Just because Garchomp handles the, it handles a lot better against the, the Iron Hands. Pre-Terra, at least. Okay, so Flutter Mane is brought down a Focus Sash. Did they go for Gleam here, or did they go for like a Moonblast? If they went for like a Gleam here, that's perfect. Yep, Gleam, okay, perfect. So I'm going to go for Jet Punch into Flutter Mane, and then I'm going to go for Hurricane into the Amoonguss spot. The Hurricane should do a ton of damage, and already this turn 1 has went fucking amazing for me. With Safety Goggles on my Palafin as well, I'm immune to anything that Amoonguss wants to go for here. So I can completely disregard it with my Palafin, actually. I can just keep spamming Baby Palafin Jet Punch into the side slot. Meanwhile, I can just go for the Hurricane into Amoonguss until it dies. And if my opponent switches out to Chiyu, that's fine. It's going to take a ton of damage, and next turn I can drop it. They're going to go for Protect. Okay, so they're trying to Spore the Palafin. Little do they know I'm Safety Goggles, so it works out really well for me, actually. And I can proceed to just claim a kill on the next turn. Meanwhile, I can probably actually also just kill a Mungus on the next turn because it's letting me Hurricane it. And while I don't think this turn it will kill, on the next turn, yeah, okay. So next turn they'll die. Even if they switch out, they'll die to another one for sure. So they probably actually need to go for... Oh, never mind. They're going to be Citrus or maybe Agua or something. Yeah, that's going to be Citrus. Okay. Good to know. Let's see. Okay. So they are going for the Spore into the Palafin. That's perfect. Let's see. So as far as my opponent's turn goes, I'm going to just go for another Jet Punch into Flutter Mane because there's not really a lot they can do to stop that. And same for the Hurricane into Amoonguss because, again, there's not really a lot they can do to stop that. Battle was canceled. Okay, perfect. So this is a very quick game number 2. Alright, we're already 2-0. Let's get into game number 3 then. We'll see you guys there. Peace out, guys. Okay, so moving on to game number 3, we're taking on a team consisting of Flutter Mane, Dragonite, Arcanine, Tatsugiri, Stretchy, Dondozo, and Tinglu. Okay, so this is honestly not too big of a deal here. Realistically, I'm assuming... So I'm going to assume that realistically Dondozo Tatsugiri comes here. I think it's pretty good into this matchup, albeit it's not like some amazing option, but it's definitely not bad by any means. Especially with the defense boosting too, that should be pretty good. I'm going to probably lead off with Chien-Pao and Dragapult here. I think it's definitely a Chien-Pao Dragapult game. Palafin will come in the back. I just need it to haze though. I don't need it to like super immediately put pressure. So I'm going to backseat it. And then I think my final mon will probably be a Amoonguss. I really don't like the Iron Hands matchup here, and Pelipper is okay. It's not terrible, but I don't really think I need that either. Because Palafin's goal here isn't really to break. It's really mostly just to clear Dondozo, because I think Dragapult's going to be my breaker here. Which is fine. I don't mind that at all. That's a pretty fair role for it to have here, because it's just meant to let Dragapult break. The Flutter Mane leads that Dragonite is gone, because I know for a fact it's going to be like Flutter Mane Dragapult. Dragonite lead. Flutter Mane Dragonite. Yep, okay, perfect. So that Dragonite is fucking gone. Okay, so essentially my opponent can do a couple different things. What I think I'm going to do here, I'm going to go for a Sucker Punch into the Flutter Mane here. And I think that I'm going to go for a Dragon Darts into the Dragonite here. I'm actually going to go for a Terra Ghost on Chien-Pao, just to avoid any sort of random E-Speed that would stop this play. Now, they could obviously be Sash on Flutter Mane, which I'm fine with that. I don't mind Sash Flutter Mane, because I'll trade at the very least to Dragonite, and even if they kill my Dragapult, I'm okay with that, because I've already broken Dragonite, which is one of the best threats to my team, and I'll still have Amoonguss and Palafin in the back, which should do enough damage to everything else anyway. Plus, the Chien-Pao will still be alive at that point, if they're going to really disregard it and go for Dragapult, so I'm okay with that too. That just means that, yeah, realistically, this has to be This literally would have to be some sort of Focus Sash set to actually have any chance here. So I'm more than okay with that. Sucker Punch will go off, and yep, this ends up being a Focus Sash set. Perfectly fine. Okay. Let me note that down. And they didn't Terra, which is great, because that means that Dragonite is dead. Okay, perfect. So Dragonite has been cleared. Okay. So we've already cleared through one of their best breakers by far in this matchup. If they went for Terra Normal, they might have actually taken that, but they would have died on the next turn anyway, so I'm fine with that. And they're going to go for Dazzling Gleam. So Dragapult actually takes that. I'm kind of shocked. I didn't think Dragapult would naturally take that. But I guess it is Focus Sash, so that kind of explains it. I can proceed to just go for another Sucker Punch here. They don't have any form of priority outside of E-Speed, which you can't touch either of my mons. And even if they're going to go for like a Arcanine turn this turn, for example, they don't have Dondozo Tatsugiri, which means that I don't really need Chien-Pao around, truthfully. But two, more importantly, while they will get the Intimidate drop on Chien-Pao, it doesn't matter because they can't Intimidate drop Dragapult, which gets a dual target for Dragon Darts into that spot. So let's see, they're going to bring in here Dondozo. Okay, Dondozo's fine. I'm just going to go for a Sucker Punch here into the Flutter Mane, just in case it sacks. And I'll go for a Dragon Darts into the Dondozo here. If they're going to go for a switch into Tatsugiri into an Earthquake, I'm fine with that, because this Dragon Dart should still hurt. Despite the fact that I'll probably lose both these Pokemon here, I'll still have Mungus and Palafin, which has an easy time the rest of this matchup, actually. I'm not too concerned with the Mungus Palafin in the back, because I can just proceed to Spore plus Haze and then beat Dondozo that way. And then I have Pollen Buff to keep Palafin healthy to 1v1 the matchup. So I'm pretty fine with this, actually. They're going to be Tatsugiri stretchy, though, which leads me to believe they might be Rest, which I'm fine with that. Sucker Punch will fail, it's fine. The Dragon Dart should still do, I want to say it's going to do about a third. Yeah, that's going to be about a third at the end of things. Okay, that's manageable. Especially with the fact that I'll have Haze, and yeah, I'll have Haze Palafin in the back, so I can go through this easily. Okay, so both my mons drop, that's fine, I don't mind. No Arcanine is pretty huge, that just means that Palafin can't get Intimidate cycled. And no Ting Lu means I can't get Fissured, so I'll take that. Oh, I guess Dondozo could technically Fissure me, but I don't think it will have dual ground. Okay. So Baby Palafin. Baby Palafin's not the best here. But again, truthfully, it's not a huge deal because of the fact that my opponent's Flutter Mane is already at 1. And I just need to 1v1 their team with the Palafin plus Amoonguss, and that should be manageable. We'll go for Haze turn 1. And then, actually, I'm going to go for Protect turn 1. And then I'll go for Haze when the Dondozo is asleep. This way I can get a Spore up and just put this thing to bed. Let it not really do anything else to my build. If they're going to be Terra Grass, it's a little unfortunate, but any type that's not Terra Grass should be manageable here. Unless it's Terra Steel Sub, that could be kind of bad. They're going to be Terra Flying. Okay, Terra Flying, I don't care about Terra Flying at all. Okay. So, yeah, this is pretty manageable. And truthfully, they made their matchup worse. I'm not sure why they actually did this, because this only hurts them. It never hurts me here. I hope they went for Order Up into Palafin. They're going to go for Terra Blast. Ooh, Terra Blast no Amoonguss. Oh, that's why they made that play. Okay, that's not good. Okay. So I've lost. Yeah, no, I've no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've lost. I forgot about that. I don't know why I was so surprised by that, but no, this is definitely just objectively game. Even if I went for Haze's turn, truthfully, I couldn't have stopped that because this Dondozo was always faster than me, and I never 1v1 it with just Baby Palafin. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate on my end. Maybe I should have brought Iron Hands, I guess. Iron Hands could have been pretty decent here. And I could have went for like a Wild Charge, but even still, I mean, Iron Hands would have needed to dedicate to tearing, and even then, at best, it bought me a 50-50. So, it is what it is. I'll just go for Wave Crash and take myself out. That does better damage than I thought, I can't lie. Like, this is Baby Palafin. Unironically, if I got Post Palafin, that might have been enough, but even still, I don't think, no, I wouldn't have taken on Tatsugiri. Yeah, this is definitely a game. Good game to my opponent. We're 2-1 for the day. Let's try and go 3-1. We'll see you guys in our probably final game of the day, unless it goes very quickly, because we're only at like 20 minutes. We might be 5 games today. Regardless, though, I'll see you guys in the next match. Peace out, guys. Okay, moving on to our 4th and probably final game of the day. We're taking on Palafin, Amoonguss, Dragonite, Iron Bundle, Arcanine, and Flutter Mane. Okay, so I'm not huge on my Palafin matchup here. I'm probably going to lead off with most likely the Chien-Pao. And I could go with Chien-Pao Iron Hands as well. Chien-Pao Iron Hands is not bad. I do like the Chien-Pao Dragapult though. Let's see. I think realistically, going for like a Terra Ghost Sunpult would probably be my best play than just spamming like Dragon Darts. Mostly just to get around the weakness to Bundle and Flutter Mane, which will probably be the lead. I'm gonna bring Iron Hands. Actually, I'm gonna go with Iron Hands as the lead, and I could probably just Volt Switch out into Dragapult and make it threatening that way. And then Philemon will be the Amoonguss here, because Amoonguss is really strong at redirecting stuff. So we'll take it out that way. And yeah, good luck, have fun to my opponent. And we'll see what we can do to make this work. I feel confident. This will be a little bit rough, I can't lie, just because of the fact that we'll have to deal with the bundle. Truthfully, I think is going to be the scariest thing here. But even still, I do have counterplay. I have counterplay, so I'm not. It could be a lot worse of a matchup, thankfully. But I'd be lying if I said it was comfortable. The biggest concern will probably be. Let's see. So yeah, they do lead with bundle. They lead with bundle Arcanine actually, which is interesting. I really thought that bundle Flutterman would lead, but that's not a huge deal. They're gonna be booster energy. They're probably booster speed. That's again also not really a huge deal. Let's see. So it's Quark, Drive, Speed. Good to know. Okay. So I'm kind of curious if Chien-Pao will actually kill this. I know that Iron Bundle has a lot of Fizz Def, and I know as well they're opting for bulkier sets. But how much do we do? Life Orb does not kill. It objectively does not kill. Sacred Sword will. Sacred Sword will kill. So we'll go for the Life Orb Sacred Sword here. And then I'm going to go for a Fake Out into the Arcanine, mostly just to avoid any sort of Will-O-Wisp this turn. They're going to go for Protect. That's fine. I don't really mind Protect here. Let's see. Okay. So this is fine. I kind of want to just Volt Switch out here and then go for Protect on Chien-Pao. I think that'll be my best play. Even if Iron Hands gets burned, I'm not as concerned with that. And by doing this, let's see. Is that going to be my play, though? No, I'm actually just going to take the burn. I'll take the burn. Because even still, there's no guarantee they'll go for it. I am, however, going to go for the Terra Ghost here. I know that if Bundle goes for like an Icy Wind or something, it makes you a little bit weaker to that, but I think I'm willing to take that just because of the fact that I'm more concerned. Oh, they're going to switch anyway. Okay, I was going to say, I'm more concerned with taking like a Flare Blitz from Arcanine at this point, which could just kill me. They're going to go into a Amoonguss here. Okay, Amoonguss is fine. I'm not concerned with that. We're going to pop the Terra Ghost here. That should still be decent, if nothing else. It removes options for like Arcanine Priority to pick me off as well after this turn, so that's fine, as well as for Dragonite E-Speed if they have it. Let's see. So, they switched out Bundle. That means they got rid of their Speed Boost, though, which means that my Dragapult will outpace that. Amoonguss will take nothing from this, but I'm fine with that. Because next turn, Dragapult should start massacring their team. They are going to go for Flare Blitz and Arcanine. Okay, so they do seek the KO here, which thankfully they do not get. Perfect. Okay. So despite the -1, we're still doing some decent damage, and I can bring in Dragapult next turn and just start going for Dragon Darts. Now, I'm curious about what will end up taking this, because I'm pretty sure... So if I had to guess, I think that Arcanine will probably die. Let's see. So Dragapult versus Arcanine. Let's see. So Dragon Darts... Wow, Dragon Darts does nothing. Yeah, Dragon Darts, like, really does nothing. Okay. I wonder if this almost doesn't feel like a proper calc. There's, like, no screens on command. Yeah, wow, holy shit. Okay, well, regardless, I'm gonna go for Ice Spinner into Amoonguss. Nope. I'm gonna go for a Sacred Sword into Arcanine. And then I'm gonna go for a Dragon Darts this turn into Arcanine. If they go for Protect on Arcanine, that's fine. I just want to make sure I'm taking this mon out. Okay. Oh, right, I forgot to Calico Sword of Ruin. Okay, well, even still, this isn't a very Fizz-Def Arcanine. But truthfully, yeah, I kind of wish I took the Ice Spinner, to be honest. It's still not a huge deal. I mean, Chien-Pao just dies next turn anyway. If they Spore the Dragapult, so be it. I'll just, nope, they're going to Spore Chien-Pao. Okay, that's so much better. I can't lie, that is so amazing for me. Okay. So, Bundle is still going to be here. Bundle is fine. I'm not too concerned with Bundle, actually. I might just, they're going to go into Dragonite. Oh my god, they're giving me Dragonite. That's also really huge for me, but for very different reasons. For one, no Fluttermane is kind of big. But more importantly, number 2, no Palafin is pretty huge. Arcanine is dead. That's good. I'm going to let the Chien-Pao go down here. And I'm going to switch out into the Amoonguss, actually. I'm anticipating that I'll probably end up taking like an Ice Spinner, but I want to try and start fishing up helmet damage in case this is a multi-scale Dragonite. It's probably going to be like a Terra Normal E-Speed set. But the thing is, though, is I can't lock E-Speed right now, which is fine. They're probably going to go for it, though, for defensively speaking. So that way then they can take on the Dragapult Dragon Darts easier. Which I'm pretty okay with that, truthfully. Yep, Terra Normal. Okay, perfect. We can bring in Iron Hands next turn, and that should be good. Iron Hands, I'm not going to go for Fake Out into that spot, because I do believe that it's probably Inner Focus. But I'm more so making this play just in case it's not Inner Focus and it's multi-scale. Ice Spinner does go off here. Perfect, okay. This does KO. Holy shit. That's crazy. Okay, that's... Honestly, I'm going to assume that's probably why. Not to, like, call hacks or anything. I'm just going to assume that's probably why. If they don't go for Pollen Puff into Chien-Pao, I might actually take this hit. They're going to go for it into Dragonite. Okay. Interesting. So, I mean, I could just bring back in... I'm just going to bring back in Dragapult then. Okay. Because I could probably go for a Sacred Sword this turn. I'm just going to kind of hope that I could take this, truthfully. Even still, I'm fine with trading to kill the Amoonguss, because that is kind of a threat now to Iron Hands. So we'll go for Sacred Sword here into Dragonite, and then I'm going to go for Dragon Darts here into Dragonite. This should probably just drop to the combination of both if I do wake up. That is definitely, I feel like it's got to be multi-scale. That took a hit very fucking well. Dragonite, Terra Normal with the defense drop. Yeah, that's definitely multi-scale. That's multi-scale as fuck. Oh, you know what? Never mind. That doesn't count. Okay, never mind. That's not multi-scale. Okay. So, this isn't a huge deal, because I can truthfully, yeah, so they're down to, okay, they're gonna kill me with Ice Spinner for sure. Yep, okay. So they're down to Arcanine, not Arcanine, Iron Bundle plus Dragonite, and I don't think the Iron Bundle plus Dragonite can actually take out my Iron Hands, truthfully. Especially not when this is locked into, fucking Ice Spinner. I think that what I'll probably do, I guess the question is, how well does Iron Hands take this hit? Let's see. So, because we're fairly bulky, albeit not super Phys-Def bulky, we're extremely Spdef bulky. Let's see. So, 236, 244, 12, Assault Vest. Okay. That should be my spread. Yep. And we are... Okay, yep, that's right. Okay. So, going for Ice Spinner... Ice Spinner does nothing. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to Drain Punch into the bundle here. Actually, I'm going to Drain Punch into Dragonite just because I know it's banded. Bundle I know for a fact will not actually take me out 1v1. They're going to pump. Okay, Hydro Pump is fine. Iron Bundle. Yeah, Hydro Pump would have done nothing anyway. This did absolutely no damage, yeah. That is definitely a banded fucking Dragonite though. Holy shit. And looking at this actually, okay, so Bundle in theory actually could have killed. That's kind of a problem. Oh, you know what? That's the Rain Calc. That makes so much more sense. I was gonna say, because there's no way in hell the bundle should have been doing like a 3-hit KO, like guaranteed 3-hit KO. That makes so much more sense though. Okay. This actually explains a lot. Yeah, we'll go for the Drain Punch here. That should just kill bundle. They can't Terra anyway out of it. Hydro Pump misses a little unfortunate, I can't lie. They peaked at around like 73. So they might have been able to like roll me to kill for what it's worth. Nope, never mind. They actually couldn't have killed. They guarantee could not have killed. So this was actually fine. Even if they got 2, because they were speed boosting, so they couldn't have been modest. Actually, okay, that's a lie. Technically, they can be modest, but they would need to be very fucking slow speed boosting. And even still modest, actually, because of the fact that they were speed boosting, we know for a fact that modest also would not have killed. So yeah, we're fine. Okay, so we'll take that. It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter vid today, but honestly, it's fine. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these battles, and if you did, and you want to see some more content like this, of course, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. And answer the comment question of the day: what's your favorite team from regionals so far? I'm curious to see your guys' responses to this. And with that said, shoutouts to our channel members today, being, of course, Bam Bambi, Fonzie, Timo Mueller, Anna DePer, Bbat, Matt O'Shea, Josh K. Ultraplayer, Mia, and Zeke Zero. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wanted to do it in the reverse order this time. I know I usually start from the people who've been members the longest, so I wanted to give shoutouts to the people who've been a little newer first, before everyone clicks off. But with that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, where I had a team I wanted to use, but I'm forgetting what it was at this point. There's a few teams on my builder I kind of want to use. We'll pick something tomorrow, and you guys will see it tomorrow. Until then, peace out, guys.